Sinking driveway, settling patio, collapsing stoop, uneven pool deck. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Wednesday, September the 14th. I'm James Spann. Looks like an extended stretch of dry weather. We could easily go more than 10 days here with no rain. In fact, really for the rest of September, the weather across Alabama looks relatively quiet. Tropics are trying to heat up. We'll take a look at all that as we go. Let's start with the upper air look across the country this morning. This is the flow pattern about 18,000 feet off the ground. And the trough that brought this refreshing air lifting up through New England. And ridging will be building in coming days with heat levels gradually coming up. But again, we're in a very, very dry air mass. And of course, there's nothing on the radar. And you could stare at that map all day and not see anything today. And yes, again this morning, many places in the 50s, 55 for places like Pell City, Cullman, Aniana, Gadsden, Haleyville 56, Birmingham 59, even down in Dothan, 59 degrees this morning. Mobile at 62, feels like fall all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Here's the watch warning map across the country today. Pretty quiet, some fog issues over Indiana, a few flash flood watches out west, and that's about it. There is a marginal risk of severe storms today for parts of South Dakota and Nebraska. Tomorrow, a little skinny marginal risk from near Lubbock up into parts of Nebraska. And day 3, which is Friday, a couple of marginal risks far to the north. Rain for the next 7 days. Dry is the word down here across the deep south. For basically all of Alabama, we're just showing nothing. So again, for farmers that need to bale a bunch of hay, those in construction that need to do a bunch of roofing work, pavers need to work on the roads, this is your chance. You'll not have to deal with showers for a while. But let's talk about the tropics. And again, it really is quiet out here. There's one wave on the board. That's it. Here in mid-September. That's a wave about halfway between the Lesser Antilles and the coast of Africa. This is Invest 96L. And the Hurricane Center giving this a medium chance of developing. Conditions are not favorable out here. The winds aloft are harsh. There's a lot of dry air surrounding the system. But again, you can see they kind of bring it toward the Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico. This is the wind guidance, the intensity guidance coming from the ATCF set. Kind of a split camp. Some models don't develop it. Some bring it to a tropical storm. You got a couple of outliers that bring it to a hurricane, but most don't. This is the ATCF guidance, and you can see that there's a trend toward a poleward motion, a northward motion in about 4 or 5 days. But most of the members bring it over toward Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. This is the GFS ensemble, and really the idea here, this thing gets over toward Hispaniola and it just dissipates, a weak system that falls apart over the mountainous island. This is the EPS set, and now you can see a clear trend toward a northward turn around Hispaniola, staying east of the United States. And this is the probabilistic outlook from the European ensemble. And this product is pretty darn good. And again, you can clearly see that this thing comes up toward Hispaniola and then takes a hard right and then hooks out to sea before affecting the United States. And we stress if this develops, it might not, because conditions just are not that good. And you can see, again, in the probabilistic outlook here, the medium chance of this turning into something. So we'll keep an eye on that, but it just doesn't look like this is going to be a Gulf of Mexico system. And again, for the Gulf, it just looks quiet, at least for the next 10 days. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 4. Troughing to the east, and again, a cloudless sky, highs today mid-80s. This is tomorrow, same thing, mid to upper 80s. Friday, a sunny day, no rain problems for high school football games Friday night, it'll be clear. This is Saturday, not a drop of rain for college games across Alabama in the Deep South. High Saturday, again, probably upper 80s, it'll be pretty warm. Sunday, I promise we're showing you different maps. It's just the same. Monday, we're still dry. Tuesday, we're still dry. Here's a week from today, Wednesday the 21st. Got an upper high center a little north of here. And again, with subsidence, seeking air, dry air, it's just dry. Let's go out 10 days. What do you say? This is Friday of next week, the 23rd. Trough coming down through parts of the high plains. And This is suggesting showers could move up into parts of South Alabama toward the end of next week, south of US 80, but again, for the northern half of the state, still dry. And check this out. This is the European ensemble, the total precipitation ensemble spread. The mean, the green line, that's under 1/2 inch for the rest of September, only about 1/4 of an inch. And there's a little bit of a spread, but really not much. Even on the highest end, the amount's 1 to 2 inches. So it just looks awfully dry for the rest of September. And again, heat levels are going to come back now. Come on, I know it feels cool, but we all know a lot of people call it fake fall, whatever. But after the first rush of cool air like we have, it always gets hot again. And we're going to be in the low 90s next week with that upper high around. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house. This is for September 21st through September 27th. And again, you can see temperatures will likely be above average. So some photos from yesterday. Absolutely love this shot. I think that was taken from cabin number 2 up at Cheahaw State Park. If you've never been, you've got to go. Alabama's highest mountain. And 2,407 feet up there. That's the peak. And great shot there. Got a fire going on a crisp early evening, fall evening, and the sun going down. Just gorgeous. And the sunset was so nice across the state last night. I spy a cow in that picture. And let's work our way down to the south. That was from Daphne, Mobile Bay, Alabama Gulf Coast, awfully clear. The sunset was so nice on the Gulf Coast last night. And again, there's just not that many people down there. This is a marvelous time to go after school starts and the weather starts to cool down in the fall. Taken from Panama City Beach. Love that shot. Somebody's been fishing on the Gulf Coast. And again, this was taken from Panama City Beach last night. Just absolutely awesome. All right, so let's see here. Today I'm going to Cullman County. Got Holly Pond Elementary, home of the Broncos, this morning. And then I'll be speaking to some realtors in Cullman after that for lunch. Tomorrow, going to Anniston Faith Christian School. And then I'll be speaking after that at the Hoover Chamber of Commerce. Friday, Deer Valley Elementary in Hoover, and then Westminster School at Oak Mountain. And then I'll be going to Oxford High School for the Friday Night Rivals game of the week, live on 3340 for the weather, and then on the Blitz game day at 6:30 over there. And then we will not have rain to deal with. And then Saturday morning, we have a book signing from 9:30 until 12:30. And the name of the coffee shop, Just Love Coffee Cafe in Tuscaloosa. And again, it's right on University Boulevard downtown. And Tuscaloosa's kind of a special place. I moved there when I started 5th grade. And you can get any of the books personally signed. All the shirts and hats will be there too. So hope to see you there at some point along the way. That's it for the weather briefing video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. And by the way, if you're new to this, we do this live. We simulcast this on Facebook and YouTube every morning about 5:15, every afternoon about 2:30 or so. But again, notes on the blog. That is alabamawx.com. And if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.